Basically, for this video, I decided to interview my friends. I've been listening to lots of podcasts, and I love it. Okay, I don't know why I clapped there, but I don't want to refilm this, so just forgive me. I don't know why I did that. When they interview their friends or like celebrities, and they ask them really like interesting questions, I don't know, I just love it. So I typed up a bunch of questions on my phone, which you'll see here. And then I asked them to my friends. I asked Meg, Nicole, Serena, Dia, Cassie, and Kylie. My friends just chose whatever questions they wanted to answer, so they're not going to be on every single one. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
It's cheesy, but that you need to love yourself before you can love other people.
The best piece of advice I have ever received is to be the kind of person in the world who treats everybody like a somebody. So just making everybody feel really valued and loved is a really important value for me.
It's from my mom's friend, and she said that you should always show love to people, even to the people that you don't think necessarily deserve it at the time, because A, it's not your thing to decide, and B, those are the people who probably need love the most right now.
The best piece of advice I've ever received is I just finished reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving in Frick, because this is a family friendly channel. It basically talked about do you actually care about the specific things you're choosing to care about? Do I care about the fact that the weather is really sunny right now? Yes, because it's making me happy. But I don't need to care about when it's rainy and sad, because I don't need to feel sad about that. I should be focusing on other things, which are what are my values and hitting my values. So I really like that book, and I would 10 out of 10 recommend it.
The best piece of advice I've ever received is from my mom, and it was just take one day at a time, and I really live by that, and I think it's a good one.
What is something that is overrated and something that is underrated?
Something that I think is overrated are cupcakes. Not saying that they're horrible or anything. I don't really like cake. I just don't think that they should be the default to every party. For underrated, I love cooking shows, and I think that they deserve more hype. Yeah, cooking channels on YouTube, because they can be stressful, they can be thrilling, they can be suspenseful, they can be relaxing, they can be whatever you want them to be, and it's so nice.
I think that the idea of perfection and the word perfection is overrated because everybody wants it, everybody tries to be it, but it's not a tangible or attainable goal, and so it just creates everybody to go crazy. Something that's underrated, I think Teen Beach Movie is underrated. It's such a good movie. The songs, the actors, story, it's all fire. I love it.
Something that is overrated, I think, are really long skincare routines, especially toner. I don't see the reason. And something that's underrated is my family's favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not that many people watch it, but it's just so good. It's so funny. I love it.
I'm an avid kombucha drinker, so I think that kombucha is very underrated because I think it's the best thing ever and very tasty and has a lot of health benefits. So I think something that's overrated is boba, not the drink, because I love boba, but the actual circular ball. I just think it's very overrated because people all my friends who go get boba always get the jellies, and I don't think the actual boba is what is the best part. That's my personal opinion though.
Something I think is way overrated is homecoming. I think prom is not overrated. I've never been to prom, but I don't think that dance is overrated, or if we had a winter formal or a tolo, I don't think those would be overrated. But homecoming I think is way overrated because it's not really that fun. Something I think is underrated is cereal without milk. Just dry cereal. I think it's really good, and I wish people ate it more.
Something that's underrated in my opinion is alone time. I love hanging out with friends, and I love being social and stuff. Being alone is kind of something that's almost looked down upon, even though everyone needs their own time to be alone and without people, and I think it's important to take time for yourself.
What, in your humble opinion, is the best food in the entire world?
I have two. I think pad see ew. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's Thai food. So good. And then banh mi, which is Vietnamese, and it is the best sandwich you'll ever eat.
I think either raspberry sorbet or churros. I can't even tell you the last time I ate either of those things, but for some reason that's just what I think about.
Ice cream.
I really like raw fish, so sushi or poke, and then anything that my mom cooks, specifically this Indian dish called kali dal, which is just a mixture of lentils. Very good, very tasty with a little bit of rice or naan bread. I know it's called naan, but naan bread's fine too.
A grilled cheese sandwich. They're so good. I love them.
pasta because, first of all, there's so many different types and variations of pasta, and it comes in fun shapes, and the best kind of pasta is Nordstrom mac and cheese. And I'm not even like a mac and cheese person. Like I like spaghetti and like Alfredo, but Nordstrom mac and cheese is the best food there ever was and ever will be.
Where would you like to be in 1 year?
In a year, I'd love to see myself working and doing online college like I plan to do.
Okay, so in 1 year, I will be almost done with my senior year of high school, and I just want to be proud of my 4 years of high school and just be really happy with everything that I've accomplished. I think that will happen because I feel like I've had a pretty successful high school career. I will be going to college, I don't know where.
Hopefully I'll be in Northern Colorado living it up at college. I love where I'm gonna go. So I hope I have fun. I hope I love my roommates and stuff.
Don't put this in, Maddie.
I got permission from Gia to post this because the information was blacked out, so don't worry.
But hopefully holding the like and post on my Instagram literally 1 year from today, that'd be amazing because that's where I want to go to school, and I'll know by next year, which is kind of crazy.
In 1 year, I'll be a senior. I would want to be committed to a college I really like, and that has like a good school for the major I want to go into. I would want to still be riding horses because that's what I do now, and I want to do that a lot before I leave. I want to be hanging out with my friends and my family because I know I'll miss them a lot when I'm in college.
Would you want to go back in time if you had the chance in your own lifetime?
If I could go back in time, I wouldn't change anything, but I would go back and experience the things that I took for granted, like trips that I took or people that I don't get to see anymore, just reliving those times so that I can appreciate them a little more.
No, I would not. I think that all the choices that you make add up to who you are today, and I wouldn't want to go back and change that.
Yes, but only to sophomore year me to give myself like some information, because I think it would have been a lot easier for me and for everybody else if I just knew some things before I had to learn them the hard way.
No, I like living in the moment and learning from my mistakes. That's another thing I learned from that book. I've lived a pretty good life and I like where I'm in right now.
I would definitely go back in time. I think I'd go back to when I moved here and I was like really not liking it here. I was not vibing with Sammy Town. I think I would just say like, you'll make friends, everything will be okay, don't worry.
Do you think your mom would have been friends with you at the age you are now?
My mom probably would not have been my friend if she was a teenager right now. She was a lot more shy, and also my main language is English and she mainly speaks Japanese, and that probably would have made it harder to socialize as a teenager. We're just different. I don't think we would have been really close friends. Maybe acquaintances.
Absolutely not. We run in completely different crowds. She is very introverted and shy, and then there's me.
I hope so. My mom and I are best friends now, so I think she would have liked me when she was 18 too, right? Like, I hope so.
I don't think so. My mom is a very like sweet and like calm person, and I'm very like energetic and want to do a lot of things, so I don't know if we'd be like, best friends, but we'd probably be like acquaintances that were fine to be around each other, but like not the best friends because I'm a little too much, a little too energetic. She's also like very like focused on specific things, and she was very like, she's an entrepreneur and she was like 18, so I don't think she'd be friends with me. I would not be that driven.
I don't think we'd be friends at first because we're too similar, but I think over time we'd become really good friends and maybe like best friends because I'm best friends with my mom now.
And I think me and my mom would be friends because we're both into the same things and like we're close now, so I think we would be friends.
And what is a question you've always wanted to be asked? Answer it.
If I could get asked any question, it would be cup or cone from the ice cream shops, and I would say cup and cone. I wish that I could always say that, but I feel like that's weird and I've never done it because I don't want to make them feel weird.
What is my favorite grade? Because I keep seeing all these TikToks that's like, oh, the best grades are 8th grade and 10th grade, and those were both horrible years for me. I hated those years. I always wanted to give my opinion on it, and my opinion would be freshman year of high school is just the best year ever because it's so new and everything is so exciting, and every corner you turn, you've never seen that before. There's just so many like unlimited possibilities. You can be whoever you want. I just think it's so awesome.
I don't really have something that I've always wanted to be asked, but my favorite question to ask other people and to just know about people is, what oddly specific topic are you weirdly knowledgeable on? Like, I feel like everyone has a topic that they just know a lot about. Mine is skincare and hair care and like the chemical makeup of like your face. It's because I wanted to do my homework when I like was creating a skin and hair care routine because I wanted it to be perfect. And so then I had to do all this like science stuff, and that was the first time I was actually interested in like chemistry and stuff. And I also learned the word non-comedogenic, which I use constantly. So yeah.
I feel like a lot of people ask you like what you want to do in the future, but like no one asks you like why you want to do it, because like what drove you to like get to that point. So I like personally want to study biomedical engineering. It's basically where you like do the study of a drug in medicine, and like but you also like apply it. So like specifically like my cousin, he did a study of the cornea of the eye and worked to like make it artificially, so like when you get corneal abrasion you can get a replacement cornea, and I think that's just fascinating. And this also goes a lot into cancer treatment, which Maddie and I about to be like for life, shameless promo. Cancer research and stuff is, I think, incredible thing. So that's why I want to become a biomedical engineer, not to create drugs, because everyone's like, oh my god, you should just create like medicine. So do you want to go into big pharma? Absolutely not, because it's a very, we're just not gonna talk about that.
If I wanted any tattoos, what would they be? And I want 3, debating on 4. One that I want is a heart on my wrist, because when I was like in elementary school, whenever I got nervous or scared, my mom would draw a heart on my wrist and say like she'll be with me throughout the day, and so I want that tattooed. My horse has a branding, which is like a stamp, a permanent stamp on her hind end, and I want that on my ankle. These ones I'm debating between. It's because when I was younger and also upset, usually at night my dad would like rub my back, and I want like a moon, like a tiny moon on my shoulder, or I want paper airplanes for each of my brothers and my dad, which is 3. And so I think I would have them like right here, but I don't know yet. Yay!
Hey guys, so it's Maddie. I just finished editing the interview video that you just finished watching, and it was super fun just to hear all my friends' questions and everything like that. So if you want me to do this again with the same friends or different friends and the same questions or different ones or whatever, just comment below. And if you're one of my friends and want to do it, comment below or text me or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you to my friends for participating and allow me to use your opinions and answers for content. Peace out. We have some goodbye messages from my interviewees.
Thank you for asking me, Maddie, and I will see you after quarantine.
Oh, and Nina's gonna come say hi. But anyways, those are all the questions. Miss you. Bye.
Make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe to Maddie's channel. I hope you all have a great quarantine. Stay home, stay safe.
Oh, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, because Maddie's vlogs are epic.